business attire is required and professional behavior is expected. Business meetings are used to update the entire class on what's happening in leadership.
Get out!
Let's go over the procedure for a typical meeting. In order for the meeting to start, the president must call the meeting to order. The president will then ask everyone to look over the minutes. In order to move on, the president must entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
After an LDW student moves to approve the minutes, there must be a second. The president will then say, for example, Sally Sue has approved the motion. Is there a second? Second. Once there's a second, the president will then say, now that there has been a second on the motion, all those in favor of approving the minutes say aye. All those who oppose say nay. If the majority says aye, the minutes are then approved and it is time to move on to the next item on the agenda.
At this time in the meeting, any outside letters or notes that have been written to the entire LDW class will be read. If there are none, the president will move on to officer reports. Officer reports give a chance for each e-board member to give the class an update on what they have been working on since the last meeting.
Committee reports follow officer reports. The committee reports allow one or two members from each team to share with the class the things as a whole the group has been working on, such as progress of their events, awareness boards, secondary events, and other various things.
Money allotments are followed by committee reports. If a team needs money for a project, now is the time in the meeting that they can ask for it. An example of a money allotment would follow this structure. The LDW member would say,
I move to allot up to but not exceeding $30 for the candidate.
the president will then repeat the motion and ask for a second. If there's a second, the allotment is up for debate. This is the time in the meeting where the LDW students can raise their hands and ask questions about the allotment. Typical questions that are asked
What will the
are,
money be used for, and do you think you will use all of it?
the LDW member would then answer the questions. When all questions have been answered, the debate comes to an end. Then the president will move for the class to vote. All those in favor of the allotment will say aye, and all those opposed nay. If the majority of the class calls aye, the person will get their
Special
money.
presentations follow money allotments. An example of a special presentation would be something like a member from the art club presenting themselves in front of the class, asking them for funds to build their art garden. If the class anonymously agrees that this would be something that they would like to take part in, they would generously grant their student the request.
After all the items on the agenda have been addressed, the president has the right to entertain the motion to adjourn. At this time in the meeting, a LDW student must raise their hand and politely say,
I move to adjourn.
all the items on the agenda have been addressed. The president has the right to entertain the motion to adjourn. At this time in the meeting, a LDW student must raise their hand and politely say,
I move to adjourn.
the president then balls by saying,
Sally Sue has entertained a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
once there has been a second, the president will call for a vote, and all those in favor of adjourning will say aye, and all those opposed will say nay. If the majority of the class calls aye, the meeting is adjourned.
Adjourn.